the reigning and defending unified heavyweight champion of the world, Oleksandr Usyk.
Well, here comes Oleksandr Usyk, the unified world heavyweight champion. As announced there by Thomas Triber, he was, of course, undisputed at cruiserweight. It'll be some achievement if he can become the undisputed world heavyweight champion on Saturday night. One man stands in his way, Tyson Fury. And Eddie, this is a man that you know very well. You've seen this kind of walk from Oleksandr Usyk so many times. How does he seem to you this week?
You're not going to get anything different out of Usyk. Exactly the same every time he fights. Calm, emotionless, be no difference this week. You know, I saw him up close against Bellew, against Chisora, behind closed doors, twice against AJ. Exactly the same every time. Every press conference, the same. Doodling away in the pad, not really saying anything. By the way, how good is his English now? I mean, that's very strange how well that's suddenly improved.
He was translated for the translator.
Mate, I've done plenty of press conferences. I've just realised he's been completely mugging me off. He couldn't even be bothered to speak English. He speaks it fluently. I don't know, this guy's difficult to beat. Difficult to beat. And it's going to take someone and something special to do it. We know that Fury's got that in him, but he's pulling it off in that moment.
I think what you see from Usyk is experience. You know, everything he does, you see experience in it. We talk about the weight. It's been very similar since he's been heavyweight. Guess what? You find the winning formula and you stick with it. He's had no reason to change on them yet. So everything he does, it does seem very similar. All the fights, ice cold, focused. He's won the fight in his head in the preparation because I know that him and the team prepare so well.
And when you see him coming in the ring, Frey's pointing something out to me. He said he's bandaged up properly. He's actually going to do a little bit of work. He's not going to float around.
Yeah, I like that, by the way. Listen,
of course he is.
I was talking to Sam Jones tonight, and he said to me, "Oh, are we doing a media workout for Catchall Taylor?" I went, "Yeah, that's the whole idea." And by the way, don't go in there and just sometimes I have a little bit of an argument with AJ. It don't last very long. He basically tells me to shut up.
Yeah.
But it's like, we want to go in there, we want to see it, right? And I want to see, only want to see a round or two.
Like a lad bang on a pack.
This is like, you know, a big race. It's like Ascot, when all the racehorses are parading around the ring and you're going, yeah, look at that one, yeah, look at that one, you know, and that's part of the build-up to this fight. So, for me, I think you'll get both guys doing a little session in here tonight. You know, I think, thinking about it, going back to what we said, this fight, the first half of this fight is going to be really important. Maybe not even the first half, the first 3 or 4 rounds. Because if Usyk can win those rounds, Fury's going to have to switch it up, and he's going to have to fight aggressively. And that'll be really dangerous for him against this stuff.
I feel like he is going to be aggressive, though.
Who?
Fury.
You think so?
I think he will be.
I thought that, but I'm not so sure.
I think he will be. Change your mind tomorrow, Eddie.
But I just feel like, you know, coming in light, I don't know, I think when Fury's on edge a little bit, it's like in Klitschko 1, and obviously Wilder 1, he was very twitchy, very nervous, and that's really where he's at his best, where he's at his most awkward. But as he's got a little bit older, you've seen him be more aggressive, sometimes a little bit cumbersome coming forward, and I don't know, you can't do that against him. I think he knows he can't just come forward like he did in Wilder 2 and just like walk him down and let his hands go. He's got to be smart with it.
That's probably what Usyk would want, right?
It is, because, you know, AJ, especially in the first fight, got it completely wrong. But everyone was saying to him, all you got to do, just walk him down, let your hands go, beat him up, and it's probably the worst tactic you could have.
That's bread and butter to these fellas. Yeah. They've seen it a million times. Everyone that's got in the ring with it has tried to walk him down. Going in there, and I see Usyk speaking a lot this week, and he's been saying something like, "I'm going to be around you a lot." Now that for me is an indication that he's going to work at an unbelievable pace, and he's going to throw a lot of shots.
Try and terrorise him.
Yeah, terrorise. That's the exact word. He's going to be like, you're like an annoying bee in summer, just around you on him, stinging him.
Never backs up on a rope, just moving and working in this little circle within the ring.
I said
spinning off him.
I said this. He's not going. I've heard that all the time. Run, rabbit, run. This man didn't run from AJ, so why is he going to run from Tyson Fury?
He's never run in his life. No. I mean, that's just a complete myth. I mean, at cruiserweight, he would block and catch and counter more than he has at heavyweight, because heavyweight's obviously hit harder, but I still think he's got that strong mentality now, Fury. We're talking to Sugar Hill earlier, and he said that they are looking to win by knockout. That doesn't necessarily mean be gung-ho and reckless, but the intention, it's a mentality, isn't it? It's a conviction and a commitment to the punch when you say you're going to win inside the distance. And the reality is there is no blueprint for beating Oleksandr Usyk as a pro, because nobody has ever done it. You
just got to be totally clear in your mind what it is that you're going to do. And for me, I think he is going to be aggressive. Right. He's going to be very educated with it.
And when you believe in your work, that's when you believe in your defence, you believe in your attack, you believe in your fitness. You're very dangerous. And there's no reason for this man not to believe, because no one, as of yet, we've seen, has been able to even really come near defeating him. So he should believe, and if he takes that belief into Saturday, Tyson won't have a problem.
You know, whilst we've been talking, Usyk's come in, he's winked at his cornermen, and he's shaping up orthodox, Brian, letting all his hands go. He's kind of, and he's winked again. It's like
well, I think
that's his little joke tonight.
Tyson Fury is the king of the bluff, you know, king of the mind games. And here he's up against a guy that he can't really beat in mind games.
He doesn't play mind games.
No, but that's why I feel like, you know, Fury, he looks a little bit edgy last night. Fury, you know, obviously the stuff happened with John on Monday, I don't know, but this is the first guy that he can't go up to him and start screaming in his face and making him just get angry or change his emotion for the event. I think that'll wind Fury up a little bit, you know.
Eddie, fantastic insight. No one really knows Usyk better than you. We are going to have to let you go, though, because I think we're going to get Oleksandr Usyk up here very, very shortly. We'll see.
Well, as you're replacing with Usyk, I'll take it.
It's not too bad, is it? Not too bad a replacement. Mr. Eddie Hearn there. Andy Clark is also going to exit, and let's just have a look. Let's just have a look at Oleksandr Usyk here.
Well, for a start, he's, as we said, he's doing everything orthodox, which he might even come out for the first 5 seconds that way, but there's no way he stays orthodox. It's a nice idea. He's managed to, he's switching around now without trying. Listen, he is at least hitting the pads. If he's got bandage on, even if they're just a little bit of fancy bandages, he still put his bandages on. He's still doing it. We're not going to see anything, but I agree with Eddie. Give us something.
Give us something.
You know, and AJ's been a lot of fun with it, because what he does, he gets school kids in, gives 20 minutes with them, and you don't see anything from him. Eddie's absolutely right. Just like in a horse race, when you see all those horses, I want to hear a bit of cracking. Get the music on and have a few cracks. That's what. You know what? That's a really good idea, that, Dev. Listen. Fury tells them, turn the music down, because no one's heard any punches yet.
Correct.
And suddenly Fury's throwing shots that are reverberating through this arena where we are. They're leaving us in Egypt land, and they're going all the way down there to Roma, all the way over there to Paris. That's what I would do. What a ploy that would be in the silence.
Hey, listen, not quite in the same arena, but I do recall Gennady Golovkin doing that at a workout in London. Said, turn the music
and
on,
hear it.
and you heard it.
Absolutely. You heard the crack. And Fury with his big right hand, and especially the way Sugar Hill Stewart does the pads, where he pulls them away, he'll help that crack. We'd get these big cracks. We'd love that.
I don't think he's going to do much.
No, neither do I. I was hoping.
We built it up like that. And
did quite well. Did sell it, though, didn't we?
We did sell it.
We did.
In fact, Usyk's done more than I thought.
Yeah, me too.
And I will say, it might be the music, it might not be, but very relaxed. A little bit of a dance, a little bit of a shadow box. And I'm not sure because I'm this far away from him, or it might be the ring, but he looks big. Yeah. He looks wide. You know, I don't know if that's just me.
His face is quite slim, but his body,
his shoulders look wide.
Without a doubt.
That's interesting because, as we mentioned yesterday, Steve, heavyweight, he's found his weight. It's 221 every time. Are we suggesting maybe he's bigger, maybe he's smaller? What do we think?
Optimum weight is important as heavyweight.
Three fights on the spin, he's come the same weight.
You go on, you know, for years and years, especially as a heavyweight, where you haven't necessarily got to make a weight.
Yeah.
You go for years trying to find what do you perform best at. Now, for him doing that, the same weight 3 fights on the spin, for me, suggests that him and the team have looked and said, you know what, we find our sweet spot here, we're going to stay here, we're going to get strong here, we might go up a little bit, might go down, but if we're at this base mark, we're in a good place.
I think he's more than 221 there. He's not a lot more. He's not 250 or anything stupid. Because let's get it right. There's nothing he can gain, Dev and Fraze, that's going to in any way change the physical in any way push Fury back, change the physical advantages that Fury has. Doesn't matter what he gains. Even if he gained 5 stone in belly, Robert De Niro style. Okay, even if he gained 5 stone in belly, he's still not going to be able to push Fury back. So, but you know, it looks to me a little bit bulkier.
Tall.
And tall. Hey, listen, we've been selling him short all along about small. Frank Warren put us right on that on Monday. And so we keep talking about this guy. He's bigger than most of the heavyweight champs in history.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I'm quite sick and tired of people calling that massive man small.
Yeah.
What else does that do
no
for
comment from me on that one, Dev. No comment from me on that one, son.
Goodness me. Let's head over to Ali Drew.
Right, you ready now? Just having a drink. It's very hot in here. He's just having a sip of water. I asked you this yesterday, but I'm going to ask you again. How do you feel?
I feel good. Again, please.
Now, you've been in this position before. You've been in the fight week for an undisputed fight. Does it feel familiar, or is this new feelings this week? Does it feel a little bit different?
В этот раз такие же ощущения или другие?
Кожного разу нові емоції, і це будуть нові емоції, тому що це дуже великий поєдинок для мене, для моєї країни, для багатьох людей, які тут зібралися. Все нове. Кожен день новий і кожне діло нове.
Each event that they take place will always have a new experience. Each new day, each new experience will, for the country, for the team, is always a wonderful, great new experience.
Now, before you get out the ring, just a final word to Tyson Fury, who is waiting at the end of the purple carpet.
Последние слова, Тайсон.
I don't have last questions. I say for Saturday. Yeah.
Are you going to stay and watch him when he gets in the ring?
Вы будете стоять, смотреть, когда он выйдет на ринг?
Of course.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, there was Oleksandr Usyk.
Only one can own the throne.
Let's have it!
Fury v Usyk live on TNT Sports box office.